While I have been playing World of Warcraft, I have had the pleasure of learning how to create an avatar, picking the right hairstyle, the right class, skills, and trainings in order to manipulate Alais into her quest. I have had to learn how to fight, revive myself and my pet, and realize that my pet was important to my survival. I have learned that reading a map is very important. I still get lost and turned around, but not as badly as I did at the beginning. I find myself looking for landmarks only to realize that this is the same soldier I passed in Storm Cities so many times before. I have also learned it is vital to one's survival to realize that what level you just passed into, and if it is above yours, you will get killed. Glass spiders, witch doctors, and ghosts are not your friends. Even though I've accomplished many tasks, I know that there is so much more to learn, explore, and to discover, like pet battles. I've just found out about those. I do hate killing the rabbits or squirrels, but my silkworm is getting better. Now I have a hound to train. I did find out about Capture the Flag, thinking it would be something like I play here at camp. Boy, I couldn't have been further from the truth on that one. Having someone hiding in the graveyard to kill you as you get resurrected is so unfair and not fun. But I keep coming back. I continue to learn from the different battles. Staying with a group does have its benefits. Being on the winning side is even better. While I have not gotten enough courage gathered to try out a dungeon or a raid, I am intrigued by them. Maybe I'll have to read the book that came with the game first. The most important lesson I have learned from playing World of Warcraft is by making the many social connections and interactions with other players makes this game fun to play. Before joining the Full Sail Guild, I actually looked forward to going online and seeing the phrases from the guild I was a part of greeting me. Granny Bell helping me out, Bell's magic sending me a silkworm. I had no idea what I was going to do with that. The other players showing up to give me a ride or to show me the path I needed in order to solve the quest. Knowing that when I clicked on the roster I would see all the players online playing. Now with the Full Sail Guild, it seems to be only me. I can't believe I'm actually lonely. Which is ironic because that's how I usually want to play games, alone and dependent totally on myself. Funny how this game also has circled back to my relationship with Christ. So many times I just want to do things on my own, and when I get into trouble then cry out for help. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff are there to guide and comfort me. If I truly remember that my Lord is walking before me and has my back at the same time guiding me, I wouldn't make so many mistakes. Now I know that we all know that in the middle of our mistakes is where we all learn our best, but having the support and guidance along the way is definitely better. If and when I stop long enough to really read the map or his word, it would sustain me and help keep me on the right path. And then spiders or other crazy things wouldn't kill me. Well, as I've shared, I am a camp director, so my classroom's not the typical 4 walls and a chalkboard, but more like 240 acres of woods, with 24 staff members and 72 campers per week during the summer. I have the wonderful opportunity to train this 24 staff members to work with our campers. So I have to teach not only how to be a camp counselor, all the different safety protocols, but also how to build rapport with teenagers who are sometimes dripping with so much sarcasm and attitude, it takes a pure natural miracle to maintain a civil and professional tongue. To interacting professionally and appropriately with both genders ages 10 to 15. Most of my campers who come are scared slap to death of being in the woods. They just know that at any moment, any deer that may wander through campus during the summer, while he must be completely, totally deaf, because the noise level of my campers should scare away any wildlife within a 20-mile radius, those deers have suddenly turned into being carnivorous instead of the vegetarians that they really are, and are bound and determined they know these deers are going to eat them. I also have to train staff to deal with those fears. Of course, are these fears my campers or my staff? My staff and I put together a camp-wide scavenger hunt for our campers. When we were putting together the scavenger hunt for the campers, they were to run all over campus, gathering clues, and ultimately doing different camp activities. We were trying to get ahead of the rainstorms that were coming later that week. Our 3-hour hunt turned into a 3-day hunt. It was totally awesome. All groups enjoyed it. With my staff, we used to do an amazing race scavenger hunt for staff training. Our staff members learned the layout of the campus, the different components of camp, the expectations of staff and campers at each of those areas, as well as complete a task in order to receive their next clue. We will so be bringing this activity back after a 3-year hiatus. Staff members made connections to not just the campus, but with each other. They learned how to solve a problem together, how to get from one area to another, and how to accomplish the task that was given at the location. By playing the game, the competition causes creative juices to flow, and ultimately, in each group, someone becomes the hero, usually the least expected person, which is always a great outcome. We could have just done a walking tour explaining everything at each spot, but with the game format, it's done in a way that connections are made.